Adrian lived in a city that never slept. The streets pulsed with neon lights, cars honking, endless chatter, and the constant hum of ambition. Every block felt alive. Every subway ride was a rush of faces, screens, voices, and noise. It was the perfect backdrop for his new obsession, trading. At first it felt magical. Adrian had discovered a rhythm, a pulse behind the charts. One morning he placed a position, and within hours he watched numbers climb in his account as if the market itself had chosen him. He had cracked the code, or so he thought. The city mirrored his excitement. Skyscraper windows reflected his ambition back at him, and the nights buzzed with the thrill of possibility. Success was not just within reach, it was already in his hands. He told himself he had finally found his escape from ordinary life. But the city has a way of hiding its traps in plain sight. In the early months, Adrian was convinced that he had control. He watched his account grow and began to believe he was different from the countless others who had tried and failed. They didn't work hard enough, he told himself, staring at his monitors while sipping his coffee. Every winning trade became proof. Every chart pattern looked like destiny. But control in trading is the cruelest illusion. Because control ends the moment the market moves against you. One evening, Adrian entered a trade that he believed was flawless. All confirmations lined up, risk to reward perfect, setup crystal clear. But within minutes, price spiked in the opposite direction, hitting his stop. He stared at the screen, frozen, as red numbers replaced green. The city outside his window seemed louder than ever, honking and buzzing as if mocking his shock. "It's fine," he told himself. "Just one loss. Tomorrow, I'll get it back." But tomorrow brought another. And then another. Losses weren't just numbers on the screen anymore. They dug into him, whispering questions late at night. Am I really cut out for this? Was my first success just luck? Adrian fought back the only way he knew how, with more effort. He began waking before dawn to catch the Asian session, powering through London and forcing himself to stay awake deep into New York close. 3 sessions, back to back. 14 hours a day. 7 days a week. The city became his reflection. Just as the traffic never stopped, neither did he. Just as the neon signs burned through the night, so did his monitors. Just as the crowds pushed through subway doors without rest, Adrian pushed himself through chart after chart, trade after trade. He wasn't living in the city anymore. He had become the city, restless, relentless, and exhausted. Adrian wasn't just fighting new losses. He was also haunted by old ones. Every mistake from his past replayed in his mind. Every blown trade felt like it carried the weight of all his history, every dollar lost becoming a ghost that clung to him. He told himself he had to win it all back. That one big streak would erase years of failure. But chasing losses is like running down dark alleys in the city. You only find yourself deeper in the maze. Some nights, Adrian stared at his reflection in the monitor, his own tired eyes looking back at him, asking, "How much more can you give?" And still, he kept going. The breaking point, it happened on an ordinary night. The city was alive as always, horns, shouts, trains rumbling beneath the streets. Adrian sat in his small apartment, charts glowing, coffee cold, hands trembling slightly from exhaustion. Another trade stopped out. Another piece of his capital gone. He didn't shout. He didn't slam the desk. Instead, something inside him just went silent. He closed his laptop for the first time in months and walked outside. The city hit him like a wave. The air was damp, the streets buzzing, but for once, he didn't feel part of it. He wandered aimlessly, past glowing storefronts, through alleys where graffiti told stories of forgotten dreams, past strangers who didn't know or care about his battles. He walked until his legs ached. And then he stopped under the flickering light of an old street lamp. And for the first time, Adrian admitted to himself, "I can't get it all back." The words were heavy, but instead of crushing him, they lifted something off his chest. The illusion shattered. He realized he had been clinging to the city's noise, the market's chaos, believing he could bend it to his will. But the truth was simple: he couldn't. And that truth felt like freedom. In the days that followed, Adrian approached trading differently. He didn't rush to recover. He didn't drown himself in sessions. Instead, he began with subtraction. He cut his screen time in half. He journaled his emotions, not just his trades. He practiced stepping away when he felt the urge to force a setup. The city didn't change. It was still loud, restless, unforgiving. But Adrian changed. He learned to walk through its noise without absorbing it, just as he learned to sit in front of charts without letting them define him. He no longer fought to win back everything he had lost. He fought to win back himself. Adrian's story teaches us this: trading is not about conquering the market. It's about conquering the illusions inside you. More hours at the screen don't guarantee progress. Sometimes they guarantee burnout. Chasing old losses is a trap. The past cannot be reclaimed. Only the present can be shaped. Freedom begins not when you control the market, but when you stop trying to. Adrian's city never slept, and neither did the market. But Adrian learned something far more valuable than any trade: the ability to rest while the world around him never does. He discovered that true power in trading is not in predicting every move, but in standing calm when the moves come. And so, when you find yourself lost in noise, charts screaming, losses haunting, the urge to chase burning inside, remember Adrian's walk through the city. Step away. Admit what you can't control. And in that silence, find your freedom. Because the market will always be chaos. But you don't have to be.